Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have been absent for just a small amount of time, just a couple of weeks here, because my wife, my son, and I went on an 11-night, 12-day Caribbean cruise on the Grand Princess. And I've got a whole bunch of content coming up around that's surrounding the cruise. I've got 10 pros and 10 cons for the Grand Princess that we were just on for 12 days. And I have a special guest joining me for the pros and cons videos, and maybe that special guest may be joining me for a couple of the other videos that are at least the cruise travel related. I am not changing over to a cruise channel or anything like that. I am just bringing you guys content that I think hopefully for you will be informative about things that I'm doing in my life. So I'm going to cut in a little quick photo montage of what's coming up on the channel right about here. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And I want to reiterate the fact that, you know, here on Spain Impossible, things are going to remain the way that they remain. There's going to be stuff about weight loss and how you can use nutrition to help you lose weight. There's going to be stuff about the mountain of debt that I'm trying to get myself out of. And there's going to be stuff about moving to Spain. But when my family and I do some travels that I think we can make some interesting content out of and some informative content out of, I'm going to share it with you guys. So remember to subscribe to the channel. You know, that's the way you're going to see everything we've got coming up. Like I said, we got pros, we got cons. I've got a ship tour that I'm working on putting together for the Grand Princess. We've got a video coming up that's going to be about why we cruise with Princess, even though we've cruised with another cruise line before, and why we switched. I've got a lot of other content coming on for each of the ports that we hit. So there's going to be some cruise content dropping over the next, you know, several weeks to months. And I've got a ton of video footage to go through. I am loving my new DJI Osmo Nano, which I'm filming this on, and which I have filmed all of the cruise stuff on. But it's a lot to go through. And you guys know my editing skills are not the greatest in the world. But let's get to what I promised in the title of this video, which is my burrito stew recipe, which I have been talking about now for a couple of months. And those of you that have been here before, maybe you've been thinking, hey, when are you going to do this burrito stew recipe that you keep saying you're going to share on the channel? So I am going to do that here. Don't forget to give me the old thumbs up. Let YouTube know that this crazy old fart might have some good things to share with some other people. And of course, drop a comment. Are you excited about, you know, maybe seeing some different things, maybe seeing a little bit of the travel stuff that I'm going to be putting out? You know, thanks for following along, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. Oh, and, you know, I can't forget to give you my pitch. You know, if you'd like to help me keep this free, if you'd like to help support this channel, please buy me a coffee, so that I can keep this free for everyone, and I can continue to offset some of the costs, like buying a new camera setup, things like that. To those of you that have already bought me coffee, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And now let's get to the burrito stew recipe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hasta luego. I'm going to put that in right here. All right, guys, here we are in my kitchen, and today we are making what I like to call burrito stew. I don't really know why I ever started calling it burrito stew, but it's just kind of a Mexican-inspired infusion that I can freeze and take on the road with me, and then I can reheat it, add a little water to it, and then I put it in either over a bed of some arugula or kale, or I like to use these here, the not hawking the brand, but these are a black soybean spaghetti noodle, and they're super good for you. 2 ounces is 10 grams of fiber, and you know how I am about fiber. So hang out with me today, and we're gonna make this recipe for you guys. Hola amigos, and welcome to Spain Impossible. I am your host, Jim, and today we're in my kitchen. So let's have some fun making burrito stew. And burrito stew is a great way for me, because don't like a whole lot of vegetables. I'm learning, I'm getting better with them, but this is a way that I sneak in vegetables that I wouldn't normally eat. And I'll show you how I do that. But first, let's run through kind of what we're gonna put in the burrito stew. So I got a block and a half of crumbled up extra firm tofu. I buy this at Costco. It's about a block and a half in there because I had some leftover from my tofu tacos the other day. I'm gonna use a red onion, coarsely chopped, this was about 1/4 of an onion, maybe a little bit more than that. I think it's like a 6-ounce serving dish there. I'm gonna be throwing in some red bell peppers, which I already have seeded and cut up, and I should say it's 1 full bell pepper, red one, anthocyanins, you gotta get the good stuff in there. So I like red peppers when I do this kind of thing. And then I've got 2 jalapeno peppers that I have seeded and cut in half. I'm also going to be throwing in an entire 8-ounce container of white button mushrooms. Remember, mushrooms are great for so many things in the body, and I don't really like them. So I'll show you how I put those in my burrito stew so that I don't even notice that they're there. I'm going to use 2 cans of black beans. You can use whatever beans are your favorite type of beans. I'm going to use a can of corn. Obviously, we're going to drain and rinse the black beans. Use a can of corn drained. And I'm going to use 2 cans, the little cans, of organic tomato paste that I get from Costco as well. Most of this stuff I get from Costco. So I think that's all that's going in there. Well, we're going to use some taco seasoning. But other than that, that's about what's going in there. And this little thing right here is how I get vegetables into my diet that I wouldn't normally eat. So what I'm going to do, and if you don't know what this is my NutriBullet container. So we're going to throw the red peppers and the jalapeno peppers in there. And then all I'm going to do is fill it up to the max line with water, whip this up in the NutriBullet just enough so that it's just a slurry of stuff. And I will be right back with you to show you the rest of what's happening, because I'm not going to make you listen to the NutriBullet. So here we are. This is what it looks like. It's just a pepper slurry. That's going to go in the pot. And you can grind it up till it's all liquefied, or you can leave it a little chunky if you want it a little chunky. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the NutriBullet again, and we're going to put this whole thing of mushrooms in here, and we're going to fill it up to the maximum line with water again. And I'm going to grind up the mushrooms into a slurry till you can't even tell there's mushrooms in it. So I'm not going to make you listen to the NutriBullet again, so I will be right back with you. All right, so now we've got mushroom slurry. You can do this with just about any vegetable that you really want to get in your diet that you just don't have a taste for, or you don't like to chew it. Do something like this with it and incorporate it into a stew or a soup. So that's going to go in the pan. And I'm actually going to rinse this container. And we'll add even a little more water into it. So it's going to be a stew. So it's not going to be like super thin. By the time I get all this stuff in here, it's gonna look like it's gonna be a thick, hearty burrito stew. And like I said, I add a little water to it when I heat it up later. But I'm going to switch over so that you can see this stuff going in the pot, and we'll be back in a minute. You know, guys, I'm not very good at this stuff. Hell, I'm probably cutting my head off with the cupboard right now. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, I actually deleted part of this video because, you know, I'm a bumbling idiot from time to time. But here we are with the pretty much finished product. I got the rice in there, the potatoes in there, the black beans in there. Part of what I deleted was I took some of my frozen pre-made potatoes that I do in the air fryer. So those are in there. Got the, I cooked a cup and a half of brown rice earlier and put it in the freezer to get it some resistant starch built up in there. Obviously, I'm going to freeze this again, but I wanted to come back and say, oh, here we are at the end where I'm going to add the corn in. So we have the black beans and the corn and the rice in the burrito stew, along with the onions, red peppers, jalapeno peppers, and of course we did that mushroom slurry to make it have mushrooms in it, because, you know, I don't like mushrooms. So this is kind of what the end product looks like. I'm just going to stir the corn in here and let it cook for maybe 2, 3, 4 more minutes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to offload it into these nice mason jars. I don't know what size these are. These are like a 6 ounce or an 8 ounce. But I spoon this off into here. I freeze these so that I can take them on the road with me. And all I do is put it in my little pan on my little camp stove while I'm on the road, add some water to it, and then sometimes I will put them over this black bean spaghetti, which I do about 2 ounces of this, break up the noodles, and I put them in a little container with just enough water to cover them. And that sits for about 2 hours, and the water absorbs into the spaghetti, and the noodles are great. Otherwise, I will put it over maybe a bed of arugula or a bed of kale. Just trying to boost the fiber content. This has, for a 2 ounce serving, this has 10 grams of fiber in it, so it's freaking fantastic. You know, you've got rice, potatoes, corn, black beans, mushrooms, red peppers, jalapenos, and all of those things have fiber in them. Fiber, 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 fiber. So I will do this as a lunch on the road. This is a little bit too big, too heavy for doing as a dinner. But that is my burrito stew recipe, and the great thing about this is you can do anything in here. You can literally put any vegetable. If it's a fresh vegetable, use your NutriBullet or your blender to blend it up with water and use that as part of the water for the meal or for the stew. You can use a vegetable stock if you'd rather use a vegetable stock. If you want to put celery in here, if you want to put a different type of pepper in here, this is literally, you can throw in whatever you want to throw in. I like to use the tomato base because it gives me that lycopene and all the great stuff that's in tomatoes, which I don't eat a lot of tomatoes. I have trouble with the skins and the seeds giving me indigestion, but I like to use tomato paste in things because it doesn't give me the indigestion, so it's fantastic. But we've got onions in here. Sometimes I'll put some fresh onion on top of this after I cook it in the truck if I have some with me. And usually I'll throw on this after it's all cooked and I'm ready to eat it. I'm going to put some garlic powder on it, some salt substitute on it maybe to season it up a little bit more. And then I like red hot. You guys know I like stuff hot, so I'm going to put some red hot on there as well Stir that all up, and it makes a great, great filling, fiber-filled, veggie-filled lunch. And it's super easy to do. Make ahead, freeze it, and use it however you want to use it. You can freeze it in larger portions if you're going to cook for yourself, you know, if you're going to make it up later. But remember, when we're freezing, the corn, the black beans, the rice, the potatoes, they all build resistant starch. And we know that resistant starch is a great way to get those good gut bacteria to enjoy and live their best life down in your microbiome. So that's it for today, guys. I might splice this into another video. I might do this as a standalone video. So if this is a standalone, come along for the journey, because it's been one hell of a journey. It's gonna be one hell of a journey. Hasta luego.